Hey guys, Rhett here, the Section 8 guy. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, leave your questions and comments below. I'll get to all of them. Don't forget to reach out too if you have any other questions or you're interested in our coaching program. Reach out. My email is also in the description. All right, guys. Today we have a topic that I've told some people about. I figured it was time to make a video about it. And I'm going to tell you a story about a time when a property management company that I had was stealing my money, right? We work way too hard for our money. As an out-of-state investor, I talk in all these videos about building a good team, right? A good team of real estate agents, a good team of contractors, and a good team of property management companies, right? And you're only good as your weakest link, okay? So we have to make sure that we're strong across the board with our team, because if there is an area of weakness amongst one of our team members, it's weakness for us. Now, I would like to preface this by saying the property management companies that I use now are great. The property management companies that I use for my clients are the best. So this property management company I do not use anymore for this reason. Now, if you have property management companies currently that you use and you are an out-of-state investor, I'd love to hear about your experience with them. I'd love to hear about things that you like, things that you don't. But being an out-of-state investor is very, very difficult because you don't know, you're not there, right? So you're going on the word of somebody else all the time. And property management companies, they're making money, right? They're sending people out for maintenance, and there are some trends that sometimes don't make sense. So let me dive in and tell you the story. So a couple of years ago, we're going to dive back into my Birmingham portfolio because that's where this took place. A couple of years ago, I had acquired a new grouping of new properties, right? I bought 4 properties in kind of one fell swoop. So I took those 4 and I gave them to a property management company. Now, the way I was doing things at the time was I was buying property and giving it to this management company, buying property, giving it to this management company, and kind of dishing out different properties to different management companies because I wanted to see who I liked working with the best. And I figured, okay, well, I like this, I don't like this, I like this. And after, 4 or 5 properties, I'd be able to decide which management company I'd want to give all of my properties to. So that was kind of my vetting process. I'd give everybody, I'd sign one contract for a 12-month contract for the management company, see how it worked with them. And if I didn't like it, I would leave at the end of the 12 months. And if I did like it, I would start giving them more properties and more properties. So let's fast forward. I had 4 properties. I gave them to one management company. Now, these properties were all in the process of being rehabbed. So while they're being rehabbed, right, I have my personal contractor rehabbing the properties, and I keep getting these maintenance bills for landscaping, $250, $250. I'm like, okay, that's fine, because it takes a month or so, sometimes more than a month, 2 months, depending on how big the rehab is, right, to get the rehab done. So I keep getting these bills, landscaping, and granted, it was in the spring and summer, so rains create large weeds and high grass, so it's not completely uncommon to have a landscaping company go out every couple weeks and trim the grass as it grows really fast, especially in an environment, in a climate like Alabama, where it's very humid and that rain creates very, very quick high grass and weeds and that sort of thing. So not out of the ordinary. But what was out of the ordinary was the constant, they're going out and it's $200, $250 a pop, which is kind of expensive. For 4 properties, you're talking, I was paying about $1,000 a month in landscaping. And granted, it was raining a lot, but still, it didn't seem right. So I made a little mental note. And then I said, you know what? I really don't like this. Something really doesn't seem right. I got a landscaping bill again, for 2 other properties, $500. So I looked at the weather. I was in Boston at the time, and I pulled up the weather in Alabama, and it hadn't rained in 10 days. And the landscaping company had just been there 14 days ago. So I mean, I know how grass grows. It doesn't grow that fast, right? To be $250, okay? That's too much money. So what do? Well, I get on the next flight and I fly down to Birmingham. Rent a car. I'd show up to one of the properties, and what do I find? I find grass that's this high. Nobody had ever cut the grass, okay? I'm getting billed basically twice a month per property at $250 a pop, and the grass has never been cut. So I called a property management company. I said, hey, who do you guys use? Who are you guys using in my properties for landscaping? They said, oh, well, we're using so-and-so. I said, okay. So I called the landscaping company. The boss of the landscaping company came down to meet me. And I said, sir, I just have a very simple question for you. Have you ever worked at this property? He said, absolutely not. I've never been here. I said, okay, well, what about these 3 other properties? He said, no. He went back to his truck, grabbed his ledger, looked through, never worked at any of my properties. And what do you know? I go to my other properties, the grass is this high and so are the weeds. Nobody had ever been to my properties. Not one blade of grass had been cut. So what do? I do the only thing natural. I call the management company, call them out for it, right? I have evidence. I filmed the owner of the company talking to me on film, with the house in the background. Hey, sir, have you ever worked at this property? He said, no, I've never worked here before in my life. Nobody that's affiliated with our company has ever worked here. And I showed that to that property management company, and I basically said, you have 2 options. One, you give me all of my money back and you release me from all of these management contracts immediately, or we'll go to the Attorney General's office with this, as well as the Better Business Bureau, right? Because they're stealing. That is theft, it's fraud, it's a lot of different things. And they immediately refunded me all my money, released me from all the contracts. And I didn't pursue legal action. That they made me whole again. And I would never, ever, obviously, give them another property again, nor would I ever refer them to anybody. But I caught them, right? This is a company that has hundreds and hundreds of homes. So if they were doing that to me, how many other people are they doing that to, right? And as an out-of-state investor, what are you going to do? Right? You're hiring a management company that you think has your best interest, but do they? So some real questions you got to ask yourself. And you really are, as an out-of-state investor, you're at the mercy, right, of these management companies. So you have to find somebody that works really, really good, right? That's really, really good, that comes highly recommended. For the clients in my coaching program that are buying properties, that own properties in Birmingham, we use the same management company for everything. They know how I like things to be done. They do things the right way. They're incredibly thorough. So I only use them, right? They know how I want things done because I've been working with them for years and years and years. They know these horror stories. They know that my clients, my investors, are smart people, right? They know that they're not going to allow somebody to take advantage of them. But, think about it. As an out-of-state investor, and I know a lot of you guys are, there are so many different management companies, and you're just a number. You're one of 500 doors that they have. You're one of 1,000. You're one of 200, right? Are you going to really ask any questions if you get a bill in the mail, that says, hey, we fixed the toilet, it was $350, Are you going to ask questions? You should. You need to. You need to start asking questions. You need proof. You want pictures. You want it all, because it's so easy to get taken advantage of as an out-of-state investor. So we thwart that by showing the management companies, hey, we know what's going on. You're not going to pull the wool over our eyes. Okay? We know what's going on. We understand what's happening with our properties. And when you do maintenance, when you do landscaping, I want pictures. That's your job. That's what you're getting paid for. The management companies are taking a percentage of our profit every single month. We are entitled to see what's going on there, okay? If they're going to send maintenance out and we're going to get charged margin on top of that also, I want to know what's going on. And guys, that is your right. Open your mouths. That's okay. Okay? Be a pain in the ass. Okay? It's your money. Protect it. Sorry I got a little fired up, but it's the truth. Guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll see you next time.